This is something I'm trying out. This is a new series called Cooltech, where I'm gonna get some of the cheaper gadgets that I see around, do a quick unboxing and just let you guys know what they're about. So today we're taking a look at a set of headphones. This one just kind of piqued my interest. So if you see, it looks exactly like the Earpods. It does have an LCD touchscreen, which is pretty cool. Ton of features, active noise reduction, also has stereo quality, strong bass, HD sound, long last battery. It also has a full color TFT touchscreen, in-ear detection. So the price on this, I believe, was $34, and I'll link it in the description. This is not a sponsored review, but definitely wanted to just check this out and bring you guys along for the journey. So quickly, we're going to unbox it, go through it. Let me know if you think it's worth the $30. Let's go. So the name of this one looks like it's the A12 Pro wireless earbud, and I have a set of Earpods. I'm gonna kind of do a side by side here in a little bit, but first let's go ahead and open it up and go through some of the features. All right, so it does come with a user's manual. One side is going to be English, the other side is going to be in Chinese. But as far as some of the specs that I thought was kind of interesting, this is going to give you a range of up to 10 meters. As far as the charging box, so this is the actual case itself. Remember, it does have a built-in battery. This is going to be a 300 milliamp hour case at 3.7 volts. So charge time for that is 2 hours. Each earbud is going to be 30 milliamp per hour, and of course at 3.7 volts. So as far as the capacity, this will last 4.5 hours at 80%, and this is playing music. Talk time, so when you're on the phone, this will last 4 hours, and this is at 80%. The number of times the charging case can charge the earphones about 4 times, and the charging cycle is 300 times. Not sure what happens after that. I think it blows up or whatever. But I thought those specs were at least worth going over. So here it is right here. We'll of course touch on that here in a little bit. As far as what else is in the box, all right, so we have a couple earbud tips, because these are inside the ear headphones. So we have a couple tips here. So depending on the size of your ear, just something that'll fit more comfortable. We also have a charging cable, and yes, this is USB-A to USB-C. So the case itself is going to be USB-C, which is a welcome sight. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, I've unboxed this before. I've used it also, so not surprised for me, but figured it's worth checking out for you guys. So of course, the LCDs on the front, we'll touch on that here in a little bit. We do have a button on the back, and this is going to serve multiple functions, waking up the unit. Also, to pair new units, you'll hold this button. Similar like what we come to know on the Earpod. Underneath, we're going to have a charging port, which is going to be USB-C, and we do have a loop. So if you guys wanted to put it to a keychain or something else, that option is going to be there. So LCDs right here, of course you can turn it on by just pressing the button in the back. It will come on, or if you actually just open the case, the LCD should come on as well with a nice looking lock screen. So let's go over the earphones here first. So earphones going to give you a lot of controls. Volume control, you can pause your songs. It does have a touch capacitive sensor right here for those functions. You can go ahead and ask Siri, talk to Siri. So everything is essentially built in. The microphone is going to be on the bottom here. And this does have a Find My earphone function. So you can see Siri's already activated. Let me go ahead and cancel it. I think I hit it by accident there. So side-by-side comparison as well. This is just the third generation Earpod, but this, I think it's meant to mimic the Pro. But the case is a little bit smaller than the third generation. This is going to use Lightning to charge. This is going to be USB-C, which is going to be the main difference there. As far as the headphones, these are pretty much identical. If this was the Pros with the ear tips, you couldn't tell the difference. And I think, you know, it is a knockoff, let's call it what it is, but I think it's a good knockoff as far as just the look and the feel. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the settings. So click once, of course, swipe to unlock, and we'll just go through the different functions. So first, you're going to have your noise reduction. You can see right now, if I click the second one, this is ANC on. That's normal mode. So transparency is going to be the third and fourth option. Swipe to the right, we have our equalizers. Again, we're going to have different options there: rock, pop, classic, jazz. A lot of different options there. This, I don't really know what this does. It's a timer, it looks like. It's set up, it'll just start counting down. You can cancel it. So as far as the instructions, not a lot. It says you can manually set the time and change it. If the charging case is not used for a long time, the time will be automatically updated when the headphones are connected to the phone. That really doesn't explain what it does. It's just a setup. You can change the time. When you go to setup, it just kind of counts down. So if it's not a timer, let me know what you guys think it is, but I think it's pretty much just a timer. And next we're gonna have our light level. So this is gonna be the level of the LCD. This is a 0%. It's 100%, so it does get pretty bright. We have our language, 2 options. We have English and Chinese. Lock screen, we do have a couple options. So this is a lock screen I'm currently using. However, if I switch, you can see that looks a little bit different. We have a tiger, it looks like. Lock screen. So a lot of different options. So if I was to change it to, let's say, that, I'll just leave it, lock it, open it. And that was not a tiger, that was a squirrel. But you can see you do have the option to actually change that. Find my earphone, which works pretty well, guys. So let me go ahead and we'll just try it out. I'm gonna pull it out of my ear and let's just press it. And we'll start. So that's actually pretty loud. We'll go ahead and we'll stop both of them, but I think that works pretty well. If you were to drop these somewhere, that will definitely get you into the right area. All right, so that's the setup. So that's the time, gives you the date. If you hit the setup, it's going to give you the option to go ahead and change that. Let's go. All right, this is going to be the option to like videos. So if you hit the heart while watching a video, you can like it, then you can scroll to the next video. So if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you can scroll through the videos using this to like it. This is actually a camera shutter, and I think this might come in handy. So if you're someone who takes a lot of selfies, maybe you have a lot of group pictures and you just want to be able to control it remotely, all you have to do is open the camera app, hit that button, and we'll go ahead and snap the picture. Let me see if it works for videos as well. So let's go to a video, let's hit it, and it does start the video as well. Let's stop it, and it stops the video. So again, that's actually one function that I can see that can come in really handy. We have our flashlight. That's basically going to turn on the screen as bright as possible. So might be helpful at night. Do have our song control, so we can play, pause, go to the next song. And we do have our actual volume control as well. And back to our different modes. So let's go ahead and start with the actual build quality. Build quality isn't terrible, believe it or not. The only thing I noticed is that the hinge seemed to not be as secure as the AirPod, but it does snap into place. It's magnetic, so even these, they actually hang in there, they won't just fall out. So I think the build quality is decent and definitely better than what you'd expect for $30. As far as the actual battery life was okay. I don't think it's as good as the AirPod. Again, we're comparing two different price ranges in my opinion, but I think it's about accurate, where you can get 3 to 4 charges from 0 to 100% from the case into the actual headphones. Sound quality is decent. So if I was rating them from 1 to 10, I would probably give these a 7 or a 6. It sounds good, not great, and it's good for listening to music. I use these in the gym a lot, so it's definitely could suffice for secondary headphone in my opinion. I don't know if I would like this to be my primary set of headphones. As far as the call quality, this is where I get some mixed reaction. I've talked to a lot of folks, and some people saying that there's an echo, other folks saying that I sound great. I know a lot of things can affect the sound quality and echoing and so on. So definitely going to keep testing that one, but I do believe both sets of folks that it's happening. There's a good chance that these might be causing it. Again, this is why I wouldn't recommend this to be my primary device. And the other thing I like to mention is that if I was blindfolded and you put this in my ear and you put this in my ear, I wouldn't know the difference. I would know which one's which. So yes, this is a knockoff, air quotes, but it's a really good knockoff in my opinion. It works well, and call quality is okay, give or take. Sound is good for listening to music. What do I think of the LCD screen? It's cool. It's not needed. It's definitely just a cool piece of gadget to show off. Is it gimmicky? Some of the settings in here are gimmicky that I don't ever see myself using. Other settings, if you don't have an app, you can't get into some of these functions that that's laid out in here. So final question is this worth $30? And I'm gonna put it like this. Like I said before, this I see as a secondary set of headphones. Good for the gym, good for music. Wouldn't use this as my primary. If you're looking for something just to have a secondary headphones, I could recommend these. However, if you're looking for a primary device where you're going to be taking phone calls and going to be doing everything from them, you might want to consider this is more of a play piece than it is a staple that you should rely on, in my opinion. So like I said, this is not sponsored, but I will leave the links where you can go ahead and pick it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any additional questions, drop it in the comments as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.